Good morning, Grand Rising, Divine Family. This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edini Hastu Sapapa, currently here just to do, you know, energy tapping, energy checking, just see what the energy is going to be like for us today, what things that we may need to know for our highest good. Um, yeah, so as you saw, as I was shuffling, I saw the star card. Truly feel like there's a lot of healing going on. Um, yeah, I can't really see. I can actually. So, um, the sounds that I'm playing right now is recovery, healing. Uh-oh. Recovery, healing frequency. And it's just something that I chose. And then, of course, you saw the star card. So, truly feel that that is the energy that we are experiencing or will experience today if we open ourselves to receive that. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle the cards some more and see what comes out. I actually wanted to do um, not only card divination, but Obi. Obi is the EFI, is the EFI form of divination, and with it we use coconut shells with carry coconut shells with cowrie shells glued to them in a specific form that represents the masculine and feminine energy, right? So this is what they look like, and so this is open, this is closed, this is masculine, and this is feminine. So there's four of them, two each. So let's see what message comes out with our cowrie shells. All right, so what we have here is open, close, and it's feminine energy. So definitely in tune with the last two readings we have here. Uh, so let me find the meaning for that. Open, close, open, close. That is ose, oh, ase. Okay. And ose brings dramatic change. It says things may seem to be decaying, but it is for our own good. Things are falling away. Things that we don't need are falling away, but it's for our own good. It's not, as we're going through this dramatic change, it's going to feel possibly like a punishment. It's going to feel like, you know, did I do something wrong or what's going on? It's just things just going to seem like it's unknown. But again, this is it's for your own good. There is a paradigm shift that is happening within us, that is growing us and maturing us. It says the remains will fertilize birth, or a birth and manifestation of something better. The remains that are falling off, that are dying, is going to decay and it's going to fertilize the birth of something better, make it rich in nutrient field. It's like the phoenix, you know, burn into ashes, but from that ashes you rise again, better, stronger than ever, renewed, with a renewed strength and vitality. So be steadfast in this dramatic change that is happening. Things are changing for the good. There's no returning to old ways. We are evolving. We are ascending. There is even a physicality shift in our body. The physical healing again, like with the frequency that we're playing here. I forgot what it was. Recovery and healing frequency. We are recovering from the past, from hurts in the past and things like that. We are taking on new dimensions, so we're becoming more subtle, not as dense as we were. We're getting rid of excess weight and excess burdens that we've been carrying. And a lot of people are so comfortable with those burdens. They're comfortable in toxicity because that's all they know. Perhaps they were raised, or we were raised in a household where there was a lot of arguing and fighting and drama. So we bring that into our relationships, not knowing that we're doing it. It's unbeknownst to us. We're constantly finding something to be angry at, or constantly creating obstacles for ourselves because it just feels familiar. So we're shedding that, and we're releasing that, and coming into a life and a being that is of, love and light, of integrity, of joy. Some people feel like, you know, a life without drama is boring. No, it's healing, actually. It opens you up. It removes the distractions that you need so you can truly enjoy life. So you can truly become one with with spirit, because we're spirit beings having a human experience. And too many of us are getting stuck in the human experience part and forgetting that we are spirit beings. And in forgetting that, we are forgetting the power that we have to be able to shift, our reality in the way that we want it to go. We forget the fact that we can manipulate, you know, energy into a way that is healing, that is of love, that is of light, not having to constantly leap over obstacles. We can shift the energy and remove those obstacles as we travel down a new path, as we forge a new path. Blessings. Ose bestows blessings and a new way of doing things. Exactly. So, this new way of doing things must be made habit to receive the good fortune that Ose brings. We have to do the work, and we have to appreciate this blessing lest it be taken away. We need to appreciate the blessing of the consciousness that we are spirit beings, or else it'll be taken away and we'll be stuck back in that loop again of just existing in the human side of the totality of our being, which is only a small part. you know the spirit realm, the spirit energy, the spirit side of us like represents water, the ocean. Just like our bodies are made of, what, 80 plus percent water, the earth is made of 80 plus percent water, 20% land. We're just going to use that as an example. When I know that's not the exact, but when you just live in the human experience, you're only experiencing 20% of what it is to be alive, to be able to experience life. It's such a beautiful gift when we can remove the distractions and take off all of those access layers, remove the burdens that we've been carrying. All right, so that is what Obi has for us. Let's get into some tarot, some oracle cards, and some of my handmade oracle oracle cards. First and foremost, let's get into the tarot. So again, look at that Queen of Swords. We're cutting away and releasing those things that are no longer serving us. We're not carrying those generational curses of having to be uh, drama wherever we go, or having to have drama in our life to feel fulfilled. You know, even when it comes to work, we don't have to work with our hands to achieve the goals that we want. We can just go within, intend, imagine, and just feel what it is that we want, and it will manifest. Imagine, feel, and speak it into existence as well, so that it may manifest, so that the way and the steps that we may take, you that we need to take to get there, is just revealed to us. It's not just going to magically appear, but as we sense, feel, intend, and imagine, we get the revelations. Once we're not bogged down with the distractions and the burdens, we can get the messages from spirit via our intuition, our third eye, through our crown, more clearly, to be able to know what it is that we need to do, what steps it is that we need to take. At that bottom of the deck is judgment. So this is a second chance. This is a calling, an awakening. That is balancing out our emotions. First card is the King of Cups. Balancing out our emotions so that we can really focus on the work that we need to do and skills that we need to master, and taking that inspired action. Look at that, star came back out. To heal, and taking that inspired action from the guidance of the stars, from the guidance of our ancestors and our spirit guides, from the guidance of the mothers. As remember, there was feminine energy in the Obi. It was all feminine energy. And so the mothers, the council of mothers, are here to help us, and they are protecting us. The Seven of Wands can represent spiritual protection. We're spiritual. Once we make this decision to live in love, spiritual protection comes with that, as we to help us to end those old toxic cycles here with the World card, to end those old toxic cycles and to ascend again, to evolve, just like Ose was saying, to evolve to the next level, closing out the cycle, because we've learned the lessons here. There's nothing else for us on this level, and it's time to ascend, heightening all of our abilities, you know. Let's get clarifiers for each one of these cards. Yes. So we're balancing out our emotions and we're mastering our emotions as well. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck for the clarifications is the Three of Cups. And for me as a reader, again, the Three of Cups represents our ancestors celebrating. This is them in the spirit realm celebrating because we heard the sign, the message that they gave to us intuitively through our crown chakra, and we're taking that inspired action. And they're happy, they're proud of us. You know, this is clarifying the judgment. They're happy because we're answering the call and walking into our awakening, you know, and getting in tune with our higher selves as we evolve to this next level. World card, as we evolve to this next level, we're becoming more grounded within ourselves. We have the Midas touch, and we are doing the work to forge a new path. Committed, Knight of Pentacles. No matter how long it takes for us to achieve this goal, we are ready. We are ready because we have heard the call. We have heard the call, and we're taking that inspired action. Knight of Wands, we're taking that inspired action, and that's giving us the creativity. Cups can represent creativity, the inspired action. They are giving us, you know, creative ways to achieve our goals, to achieve wish fulfillment. This is the side message that came out. To achieve wish fulfillment. That inspired action is the guidance, again, that we need to overcome this confusion and juggling, um, and the distractions of, you know, what may have happened in the past, and maybe worry about the future. For me, the Two of Pentacles represents being too living too much in the past and being too worried about the future. It's all of the Two of Pentacles for me is all about being centered, about being present, about being in the flow. You know, see the waters are chaotic in the back there, kind of representing or says, well, it's a dramatic change. And so the waters may be turbulent, but Spirit says just be centered and be flow and just flow because, you know, things are decaying and falling away for for our good. I just saw the Seven of Swords, which is lies and deceit. It's falling away. The lies that we even told ourselves about how truly powerful we are falling away. And we are standing our ground, knowing that we can provide for ourselves. We're taking back our power. But the Six of Pentacles for me represents, you know, not being these people sitting around waiting for someone to give them anything, or not feeling like we're better because this man he gave me three pentacles and only gave you two. And us being like, well, why did I, questioning, why did this man give? No, you have the same power, ability, and authority as this man has. Actually, he's made himself less worthy because he feel like he has the power. He only has one pinnacle here. Know how much, know your worth. At the end of the day, none of this really matters. Know your worth. Don't wait on anyone to validate you. You have spiritual protection. So step out on faith. Do what it is that you need to do. Because when you do, look at that, King of Pentacles. You end that cycle of toxicity and you empower yourself. You become the king. You know? That's the world card, ending this cycle of waiting on someone puts you into the king position in your own world. You are the king in your own world. Stop giving someone else power over you. Stop allowing other people to dictate your abilities. 10 of Wands. Release that burden. Release that burden. All right, let's get into the handmade cards. Let's shuffle here. Let's get into the recovery and healing frequency that is for us on today. Let's recover from needing the validation of others. Let's recover from, you know, them sharing or maybe even laughing in your face, you know, not allowing that to affect you. Because at the end of the day, they're just trying to they could be just, nine times out of 10, they're just trying to downplay what you're doing to make you insecure, to make you feel like, to bring you back down to their level. Because hell, 9 times out of 10, they probably can't even do the things that you know, are displaying. All right, so a couple cards just fell out. This is a side message. Hard to get along with, These people may be purposely hard to get along with. And it's unfair because you're just walking in love and trying to, you know, do what you can to become better. You've been working hard on something, and it's like, people are purposely not receiving it, you know, but also they are possibly hard to get along with and purposely not receiving it because they are not living in their purpose. So they're miserable. Forgive them for they know not what they do as well. Forgive them for they know not what they do. See things from a higher perspective. They see you working diligently to perfect your destiny, to achieve your destiny, to, live in purpose, live with purpose. And they don't. They aren't. They're stuck in that loop. And so don't think that, these people don't see your light. They do. Pray for them. Forgive them for they know not. So you could be dealing with someone whose name begin with the G, Q, or W. Be patient as your body processes this new experience, this new physicality shift, this new dimensional. You're able to reach new dimensions. All right. So be patient as your body processes this ose, as your body processes not having to carry all of that weight. You know, my way or the highway. You're stepping into taking your power back and not allowing someone to say things, this is my way or the highway. No, it's their way in their world. You are creating your own way. And so this could be you saying, this is it's my way or the highway. Either you're going to deal with me with love and light, with joy, um, giving me constructive criticism with integrity and with a gentle heart, or You can move out the way. I don't need you to bring that unnecessary drama. So it has spiritual gang attack, but they still can't defeat you. You know, they try to put this, it's my way or the highway. They try to force you to do the things that they want you to do. They try to force you to carry their burdens. They try to force you to live into their projections of life. But no, you're in tune with your higher self, your God self, and your emotions are balanced. They can't affect you like they could, like they did before. You're realizing that that vibration is not an energy match for you anymore. You're recovering and you're healing from that low vibration. Not an energy match, not compatible. You're seeing that you're not compatible with the lack mentality that they are, uh, it's the word that I want to say, demonstrating. You're not in tune with that. You're not an energy match with that anymore. You know, you've been guided beyond the confusion. You know, fake friends and family. They may cloak themselves as, being there to support you and love you, but all the while they're, creating confusion and trying to bring you down to their level of lack mentality, acting like they support you in wanting more, but the fact that they can't see more for themselves because they're stuck in this human loop and the human experience, they're stuck in that 20%. They cannot stand seeing you elevate. Wrong time, divine time, you know. But they just have to realize that it's all about divine timing, you know. And though it's happening for you, could be happening for you right now, it's just not time for them at this moment, because they still need to do the work. They still need to heal their attachments, possibly in the past. You've been doing the work for a long time now, and Spirit is rewarding you with spiritual protection. Spirit is rewarding you with the ability to create for yourself and not wait for validation. These people are still waiting for validation. They want you to thirst for their validation. They want to trap you into that, but in them trying to trap you in that, they are continuously trapping themselves in that loop, that negative karmic loop. One moment. So this we have KTY. So that the person name can begin with a K, T, or a Y. Um, Tony could be dealing with a Tony, a Katie, excuse me, a Quincy, Wally. All right. So let's get some handwritten cards for this next row of cards, which is the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. You're doing the work, been putting in the work for a long time, and now Spirit is providing you with the protection that you need to go after your dreams and your goals and what it is that you want to bring about your own fortune. Tap into your spirit energy. Everything that you may have lost is coming back around to you. It, you are being restored. Look at that sun card, pretty much. Um, and the frequency of this card is 117 hertz. So let's let's play some 117 hertz frequencies. 417. All right, so the 417 hertz frequency wipes out all negative energy. All right, let's get through the ads. Wiping out all negative energy so that what is yours will come to you. If you've lost it, it will come back around better and stronger than before. What you don't need is decaying. It's falling away, just like stuff is falling. Something else is about to fall. Chaos. It's falling away, but it is going to rise again, stronger and better. Just like the stuff that is falling, I'm gonna reassemble it, put things back where it needs to go, and make sure that it has a stronger foundation when I restack it. Or I may move things around so that it doesn't have to be in the way that it was before. Building it with a stronger foundation. Turn this up. But the sun card says you have what it takes. You are a light bearer, and the light bearer within you is coming out. Your healing power, your wisdom, the wisdom to find your way through any confusion or doubt. This is the sun. You're being enlightened to the fact that you are enough. It says expect an affirming yes from the universe. This frequency generates its own light when no support and the need for you to go at it alone arises. You are an enlightened being. This frequency undoes false perceptions and dismantles circumstances and situations that are not for your soul, right? Allowing you to generate your own light, not wait for someone else to validate you with their light and to judge you. No man can judge you. You're generating your own light and ability to go it alone. You're recognizing that you are an enlightened being. That's why you're ending that cycle. You're ending that cycle and you're becoming your own enlightened being. You see that yellow behind him? You are coming from this peasant and going into this King of Pentacles energy. Even higher than this person, perhaps. Things are chaotic, but they are falling away to fertilize the new, the birth of new manifestations. So don't be hard on yourself when things start falling down or messes being made. Don't be hard on yourself. Know that there's a lesson and everything happens for a reason, and that things are falling away to make room for the new. Look at that. Making way for the new, beautiful, the beautiful new reality that is opening. And to enter, you have to release attachments to the past. Release the attachment to the things that are falling away. Release that frustration to the things that have fallen away. Know that you're making the right decision. You've searched all over, but what you needed to find was within you. That's why you couldn't find it outside of you. That's why you couldn't find it outside of you within other people's validation. You may have achieved it, but it was never enough. It didn't really truly satiate you because what you needed was to find that validation within yourself. Eros. You needed to find that Eros energy within you, the love within you. Eros is our passionate, open, engaged love for life. Open, engaged love for life. You can't have that with the generational curse of always needing, drama to feel like you're doing something, you know. You're overcoming. These people says I tried to use you for my benefit, but you're too powerful, and it backfired. These people can no longer use you for their benefit. They can no longer use you to make themselves feel good. Oh, I gave them that, and put themselves on a pedestal because they helped you. No, it was all divinely orchestrated. Your help, whatever, you may have depended on them. You may have looked up to them at one point. And so everything they said to you held a lot of weight. But just like the saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the student has learned, the teacher disappears. You know, you no longer need them. But this person may be holding on to that teacher uh, title. You may have even outgrown them, elevated past them, but they're refusing to see that. And they want to keep you in that lowly vibe. Look at this. I outsmart everyone, but you outsmarted me. Basically, what I just said. All right, so let's go ahead and go into clarifying these last row of cards. You took inspired action. You know, it wasn't about you outsmarting them, it's about you listening to the guidance from spirit. It was about you listening to the guidance start card to get you out of this confusion that they may have put you in by gaslighting you, trying to keep you under their thumb so that they can feel elevated and better about themselves. But you took the inspired action that you needed, which gave you the creativity to create the life that you wanted, that you want. And that's why you're ending that cycle, because now you're ready to elevate and create on a higher level. King of Pentacles. You have the Midas touch. You've elevated your powers. There's a side message here. These cards just fill out. So now these people are feeling unappreciated. They feel entitled to your recognition, to you, giving them credit for all that you've done, even though you took the action and you took that leap of faith yourself to take inspired action to do things differently. And that's the reason why you have perhaps evolved and surpassed them. And now they want to be an energy vampire, you know, because they want to take credit. But again, everything, it was divinely orchestrated. It has your elevation and evolution really had nothing to do with them. It was you following that inspired action to even allow them to be a teacher, even allow the things that they taught you, to learn from the things that they taught you, to even filter through the things that they taught you. You may not have agreed with everything that they told you, but you were able to glean. You was able to shift the wheat from the tares in their teachings and find those gems. And again, now they're trying to be possibly hard to get along with, and because they feel like things are unfair. It's not your fault that they are stuck in a loop and feel like they can't learn from you. They've put themselves so high on a pedestal that they can't learn new things. They feel like they're a know-it-all. That's not your fault, and that's not your burden to carry. You are answering the call to awaken. Look at that. And spirit appreciates you. It also has no regrets on the bottom. So have no regrets about your ascension. Don't feel guilty. Don't allow these people to make you feel guilty. Solar plexus cleanse. Don't be afraid to be confident and to celebrate yourself for your ascension. Don't allow these people to make you feel guilty for your ascension, for ending that old toxic cycle and stepping into your power. Don't make them, don't allow them to make you feel guilty because you forged a new path and went down the road less traveled and found, you know, the goal, the enlightenment you needed. Archangel Michael has been with you on this path, has been helping you to clear out the obstacles, the debris, and that's why it's just meant to be. So surrender to this growth. Release and let go of the past. Release and let go of those people trying to hold you hostage, because you need to grow into the healer that you came here to be, and hopefully they will allow you to help heal them. So don't be impatient in this time, because there's a spiritual lesson that you need to learn in this interaction with these peoples and with this energy. You just continue to honor the call of the heart, the call of your heart, and be spiritually strategic. Set your intentions, burn resins and sage to clear out the negative energy, to protect yourself from maybe the spiritual attacks that these people may try to put on you. Forgive them for they know not. They're triggered by maybe dark attachments that are on them and guilt. They want to focus on everything outside of them, to not look at the man in the mirror, to do the work within. It's hard to do the work within. but you took that challenge and you did what you needed to do. You took accountability. A lot of people cannot take accountability. Look at that. So we have the seahorse. Um, it's the hippocampus. The seahorse is the steed of goddesses and gods, and is a benevolent creature who prevents sailors from drowning or becoming lost. This is, you may be, maybe a sea of emotions here, a sea of emotions with the King of Cups. Turbulent waters prevent sailors from becoming lost in this dramatic change, in this chaotic waters, in emotions that you're feeling as you're elevating to this next level. It's a dramatic change. Remember, it's maybe a dramatic change, but you're covered, you're protected, you know. Spiritual protection, remember, with the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. It even says protection, says protection, outmaneuvering negative forces. The seahorse, hippocampus. The seahorse brings grace, peace. The seahorse is a guardian when going through challenging times, especially on an emotional level. And we saw the waters in this energy, but you're mastering that. King of Cups is the master of the emotions. You will master that by tapping into your higher self. Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, I feel, is mastering of self and getting in tune with the higher self, because again, you're mastering that masculine and feminine energy within, and it's becoming one. It's healing. This is kind of like the symbol of the healing staff in the medicine industry. You're healing yourself and becoming one with your higher self. So we have sexual perversion. The people that you are evolving beyond may have, you know, may look at you in a sexual way and are angry that they can't control you in that manner anymore. They can't get that from you anymore because you see through the bullshit. You know, they may try to have sex with you so that they can give you a spiritually transmuted disease, because when you um, intertwine with someone, your spirits intertwine. When they come into you, when the man enters you, or when a man enters a woman, all of the shit that's on her goes on him, and vice versa. It's a merging of energies and of spirits, and you don't want any spiritually transmitted diseases. You know, lust, it lacks intimacy. It is led by the ego, selfish agendas, false love. Spirit is protecting you from drowning or becoming lost at sea, becoming lost on an emotional level. These people with their sexual perversion, is trying to put you through, challenging times, and especially challenging times, especially on an emotional level. So be balanced in your emotions and really tap into your higher self. Be committed and consistent in your effort and rising above, because they're going to be committed and consistent in their effort to try to overcome you. So pray for them. Share your gifts from a distance, though. Pray for them for where you are, because you see things from a higher perspective. Again, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Pinch them on the cheek. Oh, that's cute. You're trying to put me back in that old cycle. But I'm trying to put me back in that old cycle. But I'm grounded in who I am, whose I am. I know what I want and where I'm going. And the kingdom, King of Pentacles, the world that I'm trying to create. I'm becoming the change that I want to see in the world. You got some demons around you, you know. But like I said, pray for them. Pray that they can become like minded. Pray that they can overcome their inner demons like you have. You've experienced inner demons as well, but you changed your perspective. You decided you didn't want that anymore. So pray that they can become like minded and to overcome the temper tantrum that they may be throwing. That they can overcome their immature actions and focus on themselves and go within. That they can become like minded and take accountability and do the work, no matter how long it takes to reach enlightenment. You see all the yellow around him. To be enlightened, to take their time. With the black horse, usually you see the horse in motion, but this horse is black and it's still. It's taking its time. It's not in any rush. Pray that the obstacles are removed from their minds and that they can gently relax into a slow rhythm, a slow, gentle rhythm that can help them to heal their mind, body, and soul family, so that they can find their soul family in the spirit realm. They can get in tune with their spirit guides and their ancestors that will help them to heal and guide them through these turbulent waters. You know, call upon the energy of the seahorse if you're going experiencing that, because we just learned that the seahorse helps to prevent it prevents sailors from drowning at sea. Sailors prevent them from drowning in their emotion, in the emotional uh, in an emotional sense, in the challenging emotional energy. Pisces can be very emotional. They cry for no reason, but to really, you know, channel that energy in a positive way. Spiritual, to release the internal struggle. Bottom of the deck. Breathe. Slow down. Don't be impatient. Relax into that gentle, slow uh, rhythm that will help you to heal mind, body, and spirit. Breathe in a rhythmic, slow way. Messages are coming in. Center yourself and focus on the light. Two of Pentacles. Be present. Just breathe. Don't be too far in the past. Don't live in the past and don't worry about the future. Just be present, because that's when the answers can come in. Just breathe. Messages are coming in. Remember, the Two of Pentacles was clarifying the Star card. Healing, guidance is coming in. Just breathe. Don't focus on the chaos around you. Just breathe. All right, so let's get um, the Rose Oracle. Let's get a few cards from the Rose Oracle here, and then we will close out. One more. Growth. Growth is here for you. Look at that. Wild Rose. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness. Untamed. Again, that spiritual teacher that you may have, or mentor you may have been under, that you've outgrown. They wanted you to be like them, but you're unique. So, in you embracing your own uniqueness, maybe they are trying to model themselves after their master, their mentor, their teacher, and they didn't have the courage to tailor what they learned to their being, but you did, and now you're untamed, and folks cannot handle it. Look at rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. You're being wrapped up by the love of life now because a whole new world is open to you. You're grounded in your uniqueness. You're doing it your way. You're tuning into your spirit being and doing it your way. The breathing rose. Remember, the bottom of the deck was breathe. The messages are coming in. Center yourself. This card says heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. So just you're healing. Your heart is healing from the emotional turmoil, and you know you're healing on an emotional level. Okay, I pulled it over. I didn't want to, but I did. So we're gonna read it. The grandmothers. Remember, I was speaking about the council of the mothers. They're here nurturing us. Remember your roots. It's gonna give you a different perspective and allow you to trust the weavings. Trust the way life is unfolding for you. Bottom of the deck. Release the petals. Transformation, death, and rebirth, like the phoenix of Ose, shedding, all change, dramatic, everything is changing. Transformation, the dramatic change, like Ose was speaking about. You're transforming and you're answering the call to transform. You're not fighting it like everyone else. You are gladly releasing those burdens. You're not comfortable anymore carrying other people's burdens and carrying these burdens or even your own burdens within. You're releasing it and not staying with it because of comfort. All right, family, that's what I have for you. I hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.